uploading, you are not there on Google Classroom, etc. There are some issues. I have got a few emails. So anything you would like to address now?
Sir, I don't used to receive the links by you from of the classes.
What's your roll number?
91.
Sir,
91.
I also.
Okay, just a minute. Okay, tell me the roll numbers. 21.
91, sir.
Okay, 21 EIN 091. Enter it. Okay, you have been added. Who else? There was another girl.
Sir, roll number 35.
Sir,
35.
84.
84. Okay,
Sir, roll number 35.
roll number 35. 21 EIN 35. Okay, anyone else? Okay, so you three have been added to Google Classroom. Just accept the invitation and then you can upload the tutorial 1.
Okay, sir.
So let's start with tutorial 2. So it's a very simple task that you have to do. Take any two articles or objects that you use in daily life. A mobile phone, laptop, food item, table, book, a vehicle, or whatever that you use frequently. So any item that you use in your day-to-day life, take it. You will try to figure out what are the various uh, components of that item. Say, for example, uh, a plastic bottle has plastic. Maybe it has a bit of metal. So, what are the various components? And you need to trace its journey backward from your home to their origins as natural resources. So, from where these items have been collected. What are the raw materials? How have they been manufactured? You have to identify all these things. You have to write about it in a report. And finally, you have to say how many of these components are renewable resource and how many are non-renewable resource that you have to say. You can also add such kind of things. Which of the parts are biodegradable? Which of these parts are non-biodegradable? So you can make a flow chart in the form of presentation and you can upload it on Google Classroom. Okay. So any item that you can choose, maybe your phone also you can pick it up. I'm sharing a link with you. Number 73. Okay, just a minute. Okay, 73 is added. 73. 73 you are already added. Why are you still asking me to add? You already added in group T2. Roll number 54 is also added. Roll number
Sir, we
20.
are the new students, and some old students get the list of the new batches that is converted into T1 and T2. But we new student didn't get those mails, and we even don't know in which classes we have to attend or not. Because of some classes we are getting the links and some are not.
Yeah, these confusions are still there. What's your roll number?
Sir, 91.
91. And your name?
Shruti Kochar.
Okay, Shruti. These issues are going on. So some of you are in group T2 today, and then again you are moving back to group T1. So these things are happening. So at least join one of the class, and later on, and keep all the assignments ready. In case if I change you from one Google Classroom group to another Google Classroom group, you will upload it later on. So that won't be an issue for the students who uh, will get their groups changed. So right now I'm seeing that some roll numbers like 90s and 90, roll number 90, uh, that student is in group T1, but I am sure after a few days he will be moved back to group T2 when they will arrange it in a sequential manner. So these kind of things might happen. Make sure you are attending one theory class and one tutorial class every week for environmental studies. For other subjects also, make sure you are attending uh, all the classes. Okay. Uh, Even if you
So
are
is
getting,
there any
yeah.
is there any authority to consult with about this?
No, no. Right now, this thing will go on because new admissions are going on. Okay. By the end of this month, this issue will get sorted. So you'll get your permanent groups. We have also received an email telling about the tutorial batches. But then again, they are also mentioning that this will get updated from time to time. So it's better not to worry. Just make sure you are attending the classes. And whatever assignments you are supposed to submit, uh, submit it. But if you see that your group has gotten changed, you just let it know. Let your subject teacher know. So it will get sorted by that. Don't worry about it right now. So roll number
Sir,
20. Yeah, tell me.
sir, if attendance issue will come.
No, at least you are attending one class, right? So there is a way of getting this attendance out. So when all the emails will be copied, pasted, at least you will get attendance in one of the group. So
Yes,
I
sir.
have thought about this, that how will this attendance be? So this is there is a way to sort it out. It's not an issue.
Okay, sir.
Even if you are not attending the intended batch, your email ID will be present on the other batch. So when we will club them all together, your attendance will automatically get included. So that is not an issue. Don't worry.
Okay, sir.
The roll
Sir,
number? Yeah, tell me.
sir, can you please give me example of this today's task because it is somewhat confusing.
Uh, yeah, I will be talking about it a bit more. It's not over. So yes, you can uh, take an example of maybe book. Okay. A book is made up of pages. So what is the original source of those pages? I mean, how? What are the raw materials involved? The thing is, these raw materials are uh, basically bamboo or some kind of trees that are used for creating paper. So you need to write the steps of how these pages are manufactured. Okay, what are the various kinds of components used? A book also has ink. So what are the sources of ink? Are they chemically produced or they have a biological uh, source or biological background? So you have to write about it, whether it is renewable or non-renewable. You can also write about whether disposing this kind of thing can lead to pollution or not. So that's how the thing is. Environmental ethics. So the term environmental ethics is written because when you are consuming a certain commodity, uh, you are some way or the other becoming responsible for uh, environmental pollution. It has to be a two-page report. Two-page will be sufficient. Okay. You are some way or the other responsible for pollution. How is that so? Even if you are buying a book, you are also responsible for, you may be responsible for pollution. How? Because these books are made up of trees, and when the trees are getting cut, it is also contributing to pollution. So this is how you can find the connection. The ink that is used for printing the book, that ink may have a bad background. How is that so? Because the industries that are preparing the ink, maybe they are disposing the effluent onto the rivers. Okay, and so you will need to study about each and every component. How are they produced? What kind of pollution occurs because of these components? You will have to know about all these things. Okay, is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So for your understanding, I'm sharing a link with you. It has got nothing to do with this tutorial, but it's a food for thought. You can think about it. Uh, the mobile phones that we use, uh, it has got a uh, background that the cobalt that is needed for preparing the um, mobile phone is originated in Africa. So in Africa, the children are exploited. They are used in the mines of Congo to uh, mine this cobalt, and that is used for manufacturing phones. So we buying phone are actually indirectly funding those uh, people who are exploiting children for mining cobalt. So environmental ethics, and it's not just environmental ethics. You can see the link on the chat box. It's it's a thing that we need to think about. We can make the changes. How can we do that? Uh, Addressing the concerned authorities can help us find out how uh, these commodities are mined, and then how can make policy changes so that those people are not exploited for uh, mining the minerals. Okay, so these kind of things you can look at. Just go through the link and let me know about your thoughts.
Sir, when we have to submit this assignment?
By next week, you will see the deadline on Google Classroom. I will create an assignment, and then you can see the deadline there. It will be by next week.
Okay, sir.
Sir, sir, hello.
Yes, tell me.
Sir, I am in batch 2. My roll number is 20. I'm in batch 2, but in Google Classroom, I was added in batch 1.
Yeah, you are in batch two. I mean, where did you find that you are in batch two?
Sir, the mails which we got when the classes were starting, so in that
Okay,
it was in batch 2.
okay, okay.
So should I upload the PDF of that assignment in batch 1 only, or should I wait for batch 2? Then?
So right now you are in Google Classroom batch two, right?
No, I'm in batch 1 in Google Classroom.
You upload it over there, no issue.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Later on, if your batch gets changed, then I will ask you to upload it onto the other. But don't worry about the deadlines; it won't be an issue because these things are getting changed from our end also. So don't worry about it. You upload wherever in whatever batch you are.
And sir, also, I didn't get the link for this class. I got the link for previous class in the batch 1 class. So which one should I attend, batch 1 or batch 2?
Uh, you are attending tutorial 2, right? So batch 2 will be okay. No worries.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, can you all hear me?
Yes, sir.
I think there is a solution for all this. I have got one mail from roll number 90 also that uh, his or her batch has gotten changed. So do one thing. Um, I will create one Google Classroom. Okay. So you will get a new invitation now in a short while. So join over there and do your submissions. So that will be one tutorial batch. Keeping two tutorial batches on Google Classroom is difficult because once your batch gets changed, you will then again have to leave one classroom and join the other. So this is going to create confusion for you also. Some of you were asking me this question itself. So let's make it simple. There will be one Google Classroom of tutorial, not T1 and T2, and all will be joining over there and all will be doing your submissions over there. As simple as that. Okay, is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and regarding your WebEx, since your batches keep getting changed, so I can simply remove all your names and I will just paste it all when the new batch number comes. So every week you will get your links on which you are actually supposed to join. Because right now maybe you are in batch one and I am not changing it, and they are changing the batch numbers every day. So you are on a certain batch and you are getting link of certain other batch. So that will get sorted on WebEx. That can be easily solved, but Google Classroom is a bit difficult. You just cannot easily join a group or leave another group. So we will sort it out right now. So all of you will join into the new link that I'm going to give it to you now. Okay, make sure you open your Google Classroom and do it now itself. That will be faster.
Sir,
Yes, tell me.
sir, what is the deadline for submitting the environmentalist two-page report for T2 batch?
You can see that on Google Classroom. Just wait for it.
Okay, sir.
So can you all please confirm if you have received a new email now to join a Google Classroom?
Yes, sir. I got
Okay,
it.
great. You join
Sir,
over
so
there.
do we have to leave from that
You
previous?
don't have to do anything. You just join the new group. It's a very simple name, 2CL102 Environmental Studies, Division
Yes.
EL. So you just join over there. It's a
Previous
group
is
for
already
all.
deleted, sir.
Yeah.
Previous one is already deleted, I think.
Yeah. You will not be able to see it because I've archived it.
Yeah.
So just join the new Google Classroom. All the T1 students are over there already. So you'll be joining into this group and you will do all your submissions here. Simple. And for Google Classroom and for WebEx, I will keep updating the list of students who needs to get invited every week. Then this thing will get sorted. From next week onwards, I don't think they will face the same issue again. Okay?
Sir,
Yeah, tell me.
so do we need to upload the document, the PDF upload, environmentalist?
I am not able to understand what you're trying to say.
आपने जो पहला टास्क दिया था वो वापस अपलोड करना होगा हमें?
हाँ, वापस अपलोड करना होगा। अगर तुम T2 से T1 आ रहे हो तो हाँ, अपलोड तो करना होगा। कर लो, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है।
अगर सर पहले किया होगा तो
नहीं रहेगा।
चेंज
वो आर्काइव्ड हो गया ना, तो तुम्हें फिर से करना होगा। ऑल ऑफ यू
ओके
those who have newly joined to this Google Classroom will have to upload your assignments once again.
सर अगर डॉक्यूमेंट सबमिट हो जाते हैं और वहाँ पे हैंडेड इन लिखा हुआ जाता है मतलब सबमिट हो चुका है ना?
हाँ, फिर से बोलो।
सर जो डॉक्यूमेंट जो वो था ना असाइनमेंट उसको अपलोड कर दिया है और
हम्म
वहाँ पे हैंडेड इन लिखा हुआ गया मतलब हो चुका है ना वो
हाँ,
आपके पास?
राइट।
ओके ओके।
सर जो न्यू स्टूडेंट्स हैं सर वो थोड़े टाइम में सबमिट कर सकते हैं क्योंकि इसमें आज ही लास्ट डेट दिखा रहा है।
हाँ, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। रात तक अपलोड कर दो, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं।
सर जो एनवायरमेंटलिस्ट की रिपोर्ट बनानी है हमें वो किसी भी टॉपिक से रिलेटेड हम कर सकते हैं।
हाँ, कौन सा?
सॉरी सर जो ये रिपोर्ट हमें सबमिट करनी है।
ट्यूटोरियल 1 का?
यस सर।
हाँ, कोई भी एनवायरमेंटलिस्ट के ऊपर कर सकते हो।
ओके सर।
For tutorial 2, you can instead of making a 2-page report, you can make a flowchart. That will be easier for you. So 2-page report मत बनाया करो. ट्यूटोरियल 1 के लिए 2-page report करो. ट्यूटोरियल 2 की इंस्ट्रक्शंस देख सकते हो तुम लोग गूगल क्लासरूम पे. So you have to prepare a flowchart in the form of presentation. So that will be easier for you. Okay. Okay, then if you do not have any further queries, you can leave the class. कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. हम लोग अगले हफ्ते मिलेंगे. क्या इशू है बताओ. यश, रोल नंबर 61, बताओ.
सर असाइनमेंट हैंड रिटन चाहिए कि या वर्ड में भी चले?
ट्यूटोरियल 1 का तो 2-page रिपोर्ट है ना, तो वो हैंड रिटन होगा. ट्यूटोरियल 2 का फ्लो चार्ट के तौर पे बताना बोल रहा हूँ, तो फिर तुम लोग पीपीटी में बना सकते हो. It doesn't have to be handwritten. Okay.
Okay.
Roll number 61. Number 61. क्यों